Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back to the Talk Podcast. Today we have a bit of a crazy situation, not because we haven't heard stories like this before, yet to me it is quite shocking, surprising. I always think to myself, why is this the outcome? Why is this the solution? Why not try to work it out with your husband on a different way? Why always come to the internet? Well, it is good for us though, because we definitely get some content. We have something to learn from. We have also something to gossip about slightly. We're not going to pretend there is obviously some gossip in this tea. So let's take a look. Found this clip on YouTube from a YouTuber that I follow myself. So let's see what this is about. Okay, starts here, somewhat here.
With ever. After that, no one is no one's first choice.
I don't know if I'm going to actually post this because this is super vulnerable for me and I'm a pretty open person. But earlier this year, I told my husband I wanted a divorce. And this would probably shock a lot of my friends and my family because I hadn't told anybody. Okay. I walked.
So I've already somehow, exposed where the topic is going, but isn't that interesting that your family, the direct people involved, your friends somehow as well, but your family, they don't even know about this, whatever shocking thing you're about to expose, but the whole world knows, the internet knows.
Walked myself through the logistics of where would I live, how would we split the time with the kids, who gets the dog, where all of those things. Okay. Had a full breakdown. I feel like I have been searching for something in my relationship that we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. Let me be very clear about that. He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet.
Let's listen to that part again because I haven't found the mistake. Maybe it's just me. Let's listen again.
He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet. And that is probably the reason, that is the reason why I have not left. Okay. Our relationship and what my ex.
It doesn't make sense, right? He's such a good person, so disciplined. He checks all the boxes. Actually, I love him so much. There's nothing about him that I hate. And you know what? That's actually the reason why I haven't left, right? Huh?
Expectations are for my marriage and what they always happen are not met, right? Which I don't know if anybody's are. The reason that pushed me to even bring up divorce and talk about it was the fact that I feel like I can't be myself with my husband. And it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old. I am a mom of 3 and I still don't know who I am.
I'm very sorry for interrupting, but my mind is just running somehow, and I'm just painting a picture. This is, you know, I'm definitely not right with where I'm going with this, but let's just pretend and see if this could be a possibility. So we've heard her saying she's been thinking about this for some time. She's already painted out how it could go when they do get the divorce, how much, who's going to spend time with the kids at what point, all that stuff, how they're going to split, not only income, but also the property. She's already been playing with this idea for some time. She loves him though. He's perfect. He's actually the dream man. They have 3 children together, right? Not just one where you say, okay, maybe, how people say, oh, it just happened, wasn't planned. Not the second one where like, oh, we thought maybe we can work out things. We had a second baby. Third one. So at this point, this is someone you really choose to grow family with. You really want to be in that situation. And he's a great person. She said herself, he's a good person. You've never met someone like this. Okay. But there's something that she is not getting in her marriage, some expectations. Well, she's not sure if other people get, well, other people, other people's relationship, other people's marriage is not even your business in your marriage. That's just a general advice. Other people's relationship, other people's marriages, other people's whatever is not your business in your relationship. Okay. But it seems to me that, look at her, beautiful woman, sweet looking, well put together. The outfit, we cannot see it all, but it looks very much modest. Family car, you can see the seat from the children or the child there in the background. The picture that I'm having in mind is she's with someone who's, as she said, very disciplined, but the white picket fence kind of life, that everything is sorted out, everything is planned. We know when we're going on vacation, everything is organized and is the way it is, kind of a fixed routine, which, if you think about it, would make sense when you have three children, right? Things need to be planned. But what I'm catching is the idea. She hasn't said it, but there's something missing. She's bored. Something is missing. There's some idea of herself, some picture, some persona that she would like to portray or play out in her relationship that she thinks she cannot say out loud because perhaps she came into this relationship 10 years ago thinking that is what she wants, or thinking if I portray myself to be this person, I'm going to get XYZ, but then realizing, ooh, that is not what I'm wanting. That is not for me. And now you're in this situation. Another thing that could be is that my mind is just going, okay? Most of the times, I think when people are in a relationship for a long time and they have children, we've heard this thing with children and the relationship, you don't have this connection anymore, you don't get to talk as much, you don't have intimacy perhaps as much because it's tough to find time with the babies, the kids. So here someone's crying, there someone's hungry. You get that idea. So it could be also that there's some craving, some need, some physical, I'm just going to say it, some sexual need that she's craving perhaps in her mind while being at home. I'm going wild with this, being at home, scrolling, looking at social media, seeing all these other people's lives, the travel, the bikinis, the whatnot, the partying, the going out, the hot look, the hot these, the hot that. And now you're sitting at home and you're thinking, I am missing out on something. She's saying she's 32 and she doesn't know herself. What is there to know, right? What is there to know? Or is it more that you think you're missing out on something?
So for me to be like, oh, I can't be myself, or you don't love me for who I am, isn't really fair because I don't know who I am. I'm figuring that out every day.
So let me get this straight.
But isn't that the reason why you and the other person came together as husband and wife? I mean, bring that topic up. I am struggling within myself with this and that. I don't want it to affect you, but I have to bring it to you because we have this life together. I don't know what is going on, and I would like to discover myself. What could I do? What could we do? Could we try something new? Like, bring it up at least. Bring it up at least, because that is the point where I think it is unfair for her to say, oh, I'd rather just keep it to myself. I'm a married woman. I'm sharing life. I came into this game saying I'm going to share life with you. We have children together, but I'd rather keep this to myself, break it all up, right? Risk it all, put my kids in a bad situation instead of at least bringing this struggle, this inner struggle that you're having, at least bring it up at home, speak on it, try to find a way that you both could, who knows, maybe he could surprise you and have really fun ideas to help you figure out who you are. People don't think that way, but it could be. You might be thinking he has no idea, but how are you guys going to know if you don't bring it up? Instead, you come to the internet and start sharing your business with everyone.
Let me say this first. Have you ever met someone who their life is so good, there's nothing really wrong with it, that they got to create their own problems? They got to create their own struggle, their own drama. Now, if you are somebody who you've always had drama in your life or you grew up with enough struggle, when you get peace and you're able to find it, the last thing you're trying to do.
I could imagine a bunch of people listening to her and thinking, "Ooh, where's the issue?" Just really given by what we have heard from her own mouth, I could see many people, many women thinking, where is the issue? On the other hand, there are going to be quite a lot of women who are going to say, yes, you go, girl. You get a divorce. Who cares if he's a good man? That brings me to this question because I'm still painting this picture in my mind. Who are your friends? Who are the women you're surrounded by? What are the things you're consuming?
Do is then insert unnecessary drama. But if you ever met somebody who, because things in their life are so good and is so calm that they just can't be happy with that, they got to create drama in order to feel like
And they get bored. I know, I don't mean it that way. It's really hard to comprehend, but as what you would hear a lot of time, it is so good that they get bored, or it's too good to be true that they would damage it, destroy it. It's so crazy. People, and this is not this woman per se, right? It's just an example. But we as a human being, some of us, we struggle with these tendencies of destroying the good in our own lives. And if you catch yourself doing this, work on it. Like leave that, whatever we want to call it, leave it away. It's not good for you. Like digging and looking for issues where there are no issues is going to ruin you at the end.
their life actually means something, even though everything that should have meaning for their life is right in front of them. And so she's willing to break up her family, cause her kids undue trauma, already done worked out all the logistics as far as, well,
I feel like, yeah, I agree
if we
totally.
get separated, this is how it's going to be as far as us living situation wise. Throw all of this through for a man who she herself labeled as a wonderful husband, wonderful father.
And that is actually super selfish. Let's continue playing this out because this is her in her own mind playing all these things out. Perhaps even I could see her already, getting some, how do you say, professional advice on how to go about this. And you haven't brought this up at home. You haven't even, stepped out of your way to say, let's work on this, or what is your opinion to this. You're just fixing your schedules, trying to make it right for you without involving this other person and seeing how that could fit for them, which I'm 100% sure it's not going to fit for them. Are you mad? You just woke up one day and now you want a divorce and flip my whole life, flip our life, flip the children's life. What is going on, right? I'm sure it's going to be difficult. But imagine then she goes on with that, right? And it turns out that he's going to stand his ground. He's perhaps not going to say, of course, I'm just going to blindly follow along with your schedule and we do it as you want, hee ha. Then she's going to come back on the internet and say how abusive he is for actually stepping in and using his rights. I know I'm going wild with this, but could be because I've seen this too many times.
Father, no financial issues. That's not why they leaving. He's not a chronic cheater. He's not out here a habitual line stepper, cheating, sleeping around. He's not a woman beater. He don't listen. He's the bad communicator. There's nothing about this man that she has an issue with. Their relationship is good, but because she says she don't know who she is, she's ready to throw a wrecking ball into four people's lives who she's supposed to love and care for so deeply. And so she's willing to sacrifice all of
Yeah, like keep your family, right? Everything's good. And start the process of finding yourself. Is it writing? Is it painting? Is it going for a walk? Is it starting a new hobby? Is it dancing? Is it creating a new business for yourself? Is it doing nothing? Is it like, what is it that you cannot try to figure it out without going this drastic road?
that just to be back outside. What the hell is wrong with women?